Guys, we've had a pretty loaded show today. Pretty loaded show. We're talking about the Maha movement, the problems with going after RFK Jr. Are they trying to get him out? Is he being set up to be taken out or not? What's up with Trump's vaccine post? The video he shared. What are we saying here? How is he in a meeting with Bill Gates? At the same time, the Mahas that are over optimistic are thinking we're making progress. RFK Jr. is about to come out with what do you call it? Autism report. So we're going to see that anytime now. In the meantime, we're on World War III watch all over the place. France crumbling. We have the BRICS narrative failing. The reality of it is you have a multipolar world being created. We're being left out. And our media is still trying to blame everything on Trump like he's independently, uniquely evil. And that's why we're at where we are in the world. Not because of imperialism, not because of Israel first policy, not because of genocide, of funding genocide and silencing free speech, not because we have literally today got word that one of our viewers was in jail over the weekend for what they're calling in London. It was in London at a protest. It's a terrorism charge. Imagine that. Imagine that. All of this is going on. All of this is going on. So you guys have stuff to say. We're ready to talk back with you. Let's start from the top of the show. I love this one from LT, Oracle of Truth. 1984 was a documentary. We realize this now. We realize this now. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And we were warned through media, not just through media. We were warned through entertainment, which is a division of media. It's through our entertainment, through our stories, through the movies that were approved by the CIA and Mossad. They told us right through our screens as we're eating popcorn. Thank you for that, LT Oracle of Truth. Thanks for tuning in too. Oh, I appreciate this from Donald Duck's mom. RFK needs to stuff a sock in Liz's mouth. Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that we're in like backwards world? We used to think that Elizabeth Warren was somebody that would stand up to the corporation. She was like, I got out of the Republican Party because I understood that they were taking advantage of people and their credit card companies, and I'm about the people now. No, you're not about the people. You're just protecting corporations, specifically big pharma. So that's the kind of world we're in. And of course, Bernie. I mean, he's a complete joke. Complete joke. And I go back to LT Oracle of Truth. Yes, Children's Town Hall is the patsy. That's the one they're trying to blame it all on and say RFK Jr. This is his big report. None of the other stuff's going to get talked about. So good. Yeah, very, very true. Very true. And I think this is in reference to Elizabeth Warren again. Smell inside your nose. She makes me so sick I have to mute and block the screen. Yep. Very vile demonic creature. Thank you for that. And all sentient beings, thanks for tuning in. She's awful and misrepresents us. Yes. Jungle Jer, great point. Thanks for tuning in. Elephant in the room. RFK's voice is weak, injured. Seems to struggle to articulate in loud, high-stakes situation. That's a great point. That's a great point. Maybe we got used to it over these last few years. We got used to his voice. We've seen him get riled up. I think he could have been more riled up on this. I think he could have been more like this. But you're right. His ability to project is compromised. And I wonder why. If you guys want to know why, go back and look for Joe Rogan interviewing Woody Harrelson. The moment Woody Harrelson, who's good friends with RFK Jr., Woody Harrelson is told by Joe Rogan what is going on with his voice, because Woody didn't know, and a lot of other people didn't know. So it was quite a mind blowing moment. So go back and listen to that one, and you can get the truth of what actually happened to RFK and the irony behind this situation. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. The vaccine schedule, this affects us. Leslie, this does affect us. Very nervous about our future children and the push of the vaccine schedule. I don't want them. Well, we got to do something about this vaccine schedule. So maybe even a little win can go a long way. Maybe it's okay. We talk about this bait and switching. We talk about that mRNA is never going to be looked at, but can we reduce the mandates? Can we do what Florida is doing right now? Florida is getting rid of the mandate for children. That's huge. So that means, okay, mRNA is still out there. It's not going anywhere. Fine. But our children won't be forced to have it. That might be worth it. That might be worth it. We just have to know when to come back down to reality and stop living in the clouds, because I think a lot of people living in the clouds, we saw this last couple days, Trump's post went out about the they're all poison. Then it turns out he didn't actually write the poison part. It was added later. But he did share the video, and the video shows us the mercury ingredient in vaccines is poison. It's literally showing us that. So he shared it out. So that's making everybody go, oh my God, something's being done. But as long as Bill Gates and Ellison and Palantir, and they're all tied with the Zionist movement, and they're all tied with the mRNA AI technology, and they're not just tied to the Trump administration, they're tied to our US government in general. They're tied to American imperialism, Israel first policy, the Homeland Security state, the surveillance state. It's not going to go anywhere. We're just going to have to accept that it's here. But can we get rid of a mandate? Is that something to fight for? Just a mandate? Maybe. 72 on the schedule. Thank you, LT Oracle of Truth. 72 on the schedule. That's the oath, Leslie. The oath all of us healthcare people took. Do no harm. Well, maybe they don't take that oath anymore. Maybe. I told you guys about our viewer that unfortunately was arrested over the weekend. That was Wishigo. We covered it earlier, but I'll just throw it up for those who didn't understand that this actually happened, and we just found out live on the show. One of 850 people were arrested holding signs in London on Saturday. The pre-charge Section 13 Terrorism Act of 2000. This isn't a joke, guys. You go out there with a Free Palestine sign saying you're against genocide, and you end up with a terrorism charge. In London. This happened in London. We hope you're doing okay. It must have been a horrible experience. Horrible experience, but we hope you're okay. And we will stay up with you on that. And what better time to throw up Zootzilla from YouTube? Hey, Free Palestine. Thank you, as always, Zootzilla over there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Pamela Drew, thank you for tuning in again. Big time kudos. And thanks for walking into the jaws of the beast in defiance. Courage is contagious. Credit for inspired resistance. That's directly to Wishigo. Thank you for that support. Wishigo, you have fans. Wishigo, you have fans. Yep. And Ed Rams chimes in, treating you like criminals. The IOF should be in those vans. Shit. Exactly. Everyone who visit Epstein's home twice is a pedo. Guilty until proven innocent. Love it. Yeah. Why can't we start doing guilty until proven innocent for people in power? Why is that always the people who can't afford representation? They always are the ones that are guilty. You should be guilty. You go to his house twice, you're guilty until proven innocent. I like that. Yeah, Ed Rams makes a point. We in SoCal, hundreds arrested here in SoCal for protesting the very same things. The police are shameful. They were the violent ones, just like the Zios at UCLA, then claimed to be victims. Exactly. We saw that here at UCLA. It's been going the whole time. It's horrible. Horrible. And another one from Wichita. It was a surreal experience. I was fortunate to have several comrades from our local Palestine group travel down to support me. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Jungle Jer. I'm sorry. I don't think you know what the word hoax means. Referring to the Carol Ann Levitt having to defend the hoax comment after we saw the Jeffrey Epstein birthday cards be released. And she's still, and not just that, but you have the victims literally having a rally right outside the White House last week. You have Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You have Ro Khanna as well, but you don't have this idea that the Democrat hoax. He's just using the word on purpose. I think they say, I'm sorry, I don't think you know what the word hoax means. I think you know what the word hoax means, and you're deliberately using it for a different purpose. So it was all on purpose. It was all on purpose. But I love that she finally got called out. Thanks for that, Jungle Jer. Yeah, we said class action suit for Wishigo. That would be awesome. Because as Zootzilla says, yes, 900 people were arrested. One of our viewers. So we're in on this together, guys. We're in on this together. We're fighting right back. Oh, thank you for tuning in. We have Tatel Michael, Mikkel. There is only Palestine. Mandatory DNA testing for all Israelis. 95% of it doesn't have any connection to the land. Imagine that. And Zionism equals Satanism or Nazism, whatever you want to call it. It's a choice. It's not a religion or culture or race. It's a choice. You can wake up in the morning and decide you want to be a Zionist. You can also wake up in the morning and decide you want to be a Satanist. You can also wake up in the morning and decide you want to be a Nazi. You can choose these things. Or you can choose not to do it. Not to be those things. That's also your choice. So that's on you. We will be against you as long as you choose those things. We will be against you as long as you choose to do those horrible things. Psychotic things, psychotic mindset, psychotic way you look at the world. You choose to do that. You don't have to. Free Palestine. And we should go, thank you again. The real axis of evil is far closer to home. Absolutely. That's regards to they're still trying to paint Putin and Xi Jinping and Kim Jong-un as these the next incarnation of Hitler's all together having their super villains meeting. No, we are the real axis of evil. Thank you so much for that. Did Tucker actually tell Piers Morgan that Israel had foreknowledge of 9/11? Well, if he did on the show, that's great. I'm sure he's been told before that. Piers Morgan famously didn't want to ever hear what Jesse Ventura had to say about all of the weird unanswered questions of 9/11. He didn't want to hear of anything that Jesse Ventura had to say. So I'm sure people have told him, but it's nice if Tucker did that on the air. That's very cool. Very cool. Appreciate that. And this is To Do Dissidents, who rated the stream. Thank you guys for showing the support on the channel. We love you very much. We hope we have a chance to go on your show one time. You can welcome to come back on ours. Keaton's been on. Let that Russell come on. That would be awesome. We can maybe work that out at some point. And Leslie says, hello, Do Dissidents. Welcome to the Homeless Left. Always on it before me. I appreciate that. Ed Ram said, what's up? You guys all beat me to it. Yeah, Skeptics here. And Leslie the nurse. Very cool. Well, I hope we did get a bunch of you guys to stick around, or at least if you couldn't stay, you could at least sign up for the channel. It just takes a button. You just hit the thing, and then you can get notifications when we go live again. And we do always start way after Do Dissidents' show on Tuesdays. I know they don't go on Thursdays. We do Thursdays. We're Tuesdays and Thursdays. We try to keep the same schedule every week. Thanks for that, Jungle Jer. All right, Matt Rocks, one-man show today with mod help, of course. Nice work, team. Hell yeah. Nice work. Thank you, all the mods helping me out today. Really, really appreciate it. This is a good point. Zootzilla, I think Bill Gates' wife left him because he was going to Epstein Island too often. Oh, she had some stuff to say. she had some stuff. That weird ass divorce with the stuff about Epstein came up, and she was talking about it live on interviews. It was interesting. But yeah, you can imagine what she wasn't allowed to say or didn't say. But yeah, good point. And St. David's, thanks for tuning in. Bless up, Matt, Leslie, and chat. Awesome. Thank you so much. Bonzo Beans, I know you were mod with you're a mod with Due Dissidents, and I appreciate you saying this. I haven't been to a hospital much, talking to Leslie, our nurse Leslie, but was surprised and fascinated by how many nurses didn't agree with the docs. Has some choice info to share. Switzerland, very interesting. Love that assessment. Thanks for sharing that, Bonzo. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Yemen here from St. David's. May God bless Palestine, Yemen, and their people, the strongest people in the world. We've seen that. We know that. Absolutely. And Leslie can attest. Yes, nurses disagree with many things physicians say. Very cool. Love this point. Mary Ploppins. None of these guys seem to care when Biden was doing it. Absolutely. Yes. Leslie, yes, but now they care because of Republicans in the House. And we said Trump getting in, this is the silver lining. This was the silver lining. You get Trump in, you get more people angry about things they would have been asleep for, because they didn't want their party, the Democrat Party, to do anything wrong. They were perfect. Never done anything wrong. Anything that's gone wrong with the Democrats was either an accident, a miscalculation, or it's the Republicans' fault or Trump's fault. They never deliberately did anything wrong, ever. So, silver lining, Trump's in office for 8 months. We've had a lot more vocalization coming from the left. And I brought up Mark Ruffalo earlier, the video he made, very passionate video about do something. He was talking to all world leaders. He said, Trump, do something. Would he have said that if it was Kamala, President Harris, do something? Is it harder to do that? Would he, if he did? Good for him if he would have, hypothetically. But isn't that, even if you do the right thing, it's harder, isn't it? It's harder to do it for something that you voted for. Just like with MAGAs, it's harder for MAGAs to say, Trump, you screwed us. Way easier for Democrats to say Trump screwed us. It's so easy. And that's why they're talking about Epstein now, because it's easy to do it when it's Trump being incriminated. Very easy. Look at that guy. Look at his behavior with underage women. Well, what about Biden? Oh, well, he wasn't really. No, that was a scam. That was a scam. Don't listen to that. Biden didn't do anything wrong. And he had a stutter, by the way. He had a stutter. He wasn't demented. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, let me take a moment to introduce you to our good friends over at World Harvest Food Bank right here in LA. World Harvest has been serving families across Los Angeles for 18 years now, and they started with this simple idea. Everyone deserves access to healthy, affordable food no matter what they're going through. With their Cart with a Heart program, families can walk away with a full cart of groceries, fresh produce, dairy, meat, and pantry supplies for just a $50 contribution. That's for the entire cart. That same cart would cost over $300 at a typical grocery store. At World Harvest, everyone is welcome. They don't ask for income verification, ID, or any paperwork. No. Basically, their doors are open to anyone who's doing their best, but just needs a little extra push to get by. If you're an Angelino like me, you know the times have been tough here. First with all the union strikes, the LA fires, and now the ICE raids going on. It seems like we're living in a constant state of uncertainty. And that's why it's so important to support local charities like World Harvest, because they aren't just helping the community. They're an essential function in its very survival. World Harvest is located at Venice and Arlington. And right now, you can use our special discount code THL20 for 20% off your contribution amount at checkout. And if you're not in the LA area, you can still help out with a $50 donation, which will provide a full cart of food for a family by going to worldharvestfoodbank.org or scan the QR code for more info. Or you can just spread the word. Follow them online. Let people know they're here for them, because at the end of the day, It's about providing choice, access, and relief without barriers. World Harvest Food Bank. End hunger now.